Have you ever felt stuck? Like you're consciously pushing for a goal, better health, a new career, a loving relationship, but some invisible force keeps pulling you back to the same old patterns? It can feel like trying to drive a car with one foot on the gas and the other slammed on the brake. What if that invisible force wasn't so invisible after all? What if it's a deep-seated program, running your life on autopilot? According to groundbreaking cell biologist Dr. Bruce Lipton, this isn't just a metaphor. For 95% of our day, we are being operated by subconscious programs we downloaded as children. He makes the bold claim that The Matrix isn't just a movie, it's a documentary for the human experience. Today, we're going to unpack that, because understanding this is the first step to taking back control of the driver's seat. The programming phase, the first 7 years. It all begins in a truly magical and critical period of our lives, from birth until about age 7. During this time, a child's brain is not operating like a miniature adult brain. It's in a state of superlearning. An EEG would show it's predominantly in a low-frequency brainwave state called theta. Now, adults usually only experience theta in moments of deep meditation, twilight sleep, or high creativity. It's a state of profound receptivity. But for a child, it's their primary state of being. What does this mean? Theta is the state of imagination, where the lines between the inner and outer worlds are blurred. It's why a broomstick can be a majestic horse. But more importantly, theta is the state of hypnosis. Without a developed conscious mind to filter, question, or reject information, a child is essentially a living recording device. They are downloading everything from their environment to create their fundamental programs about how the world works. They download beliefs about money by watching how their parents talk about bills. They download beliefs about relationships by observing how their family members treat each other. They download beliefs about their own self-worth from the words, actions, and even the unspoken energy of those around them. These aren't taught in a classroom. They are absorbed directly into the subconscious. Living the program, the 95-5 split. Here's the statistic that changes everything. Lipton states that after age 7, we run our lives from the subconscious mind 95% of the time. Our conscious mind, the one that holds our wishes, dreams, and aspirations, is only at the controls about 5% of the day. This is why the Jesuits have famously said for centuries, "Give me a child until it's 7, and I will show you the man." They understood that this period forms the foundation of a person's entire life. Let's look at a concrete example. Consciously, the 5%, a person decides they want financial abundance. They read books, attend seminars. But as a child, they constantly heard their parents say, "Rich people are greedy," or "Money is the root of all evil." That program, running 95% of the time, will unconsciously cause them to shy away from opportunities, overspend, or feel guilty about success, ensuring they never become one of those greedy rich people. Their subconscious is just trying to keep them safe and aligned with their core programming. This is the deeper layer of the rich dad, poor dad phenomenon. It's not about conscious intelligence. It's about the subtle, downloaded programming. One child absorbs dinner table talk about assets and opportunities, normalizing wealth. Another absorbs talk of debt and scarcity, normalizing lack. Both will grow up and, 95% of the time, make unconscious choices that validate their original program. The biology of belief, from victim to master. This programming doesn't just affect our bank accounts and relationships, it directly shapes our physical biology. For decades, we were taught the old story of genetic determinism, that our genes are our destiny. We were victims of our heredity. But Bruce Lipton's pioneering research in the new science of epigenetics has flipped that belief on its head. AP means above, so epigenetics is the study of control above the genes. Think of it this way. Your DNA is like a massive library filled with blueprint books for every possibility, for health and for disease. The old belief was that these books opened and closed on their own. Epigenetics reveals there's a librarian, our mind's perception of the environment, that chooses which blueprints to pull from the shelf and read. Our perception controls our genetic expression. This single idea shifts us from being victims of our DNA to masters of our biology. The most powerful proof of this is the placebo and nocebo effect. The placebo effect is when a positive belief that a sugar pill is a miracle drug creates a powerful healing reality in the body. The opposite, the nocebo effect, is just as powerful. A negative belief can literally create sickness. If a doctor gives a grim prognosis, the patient's belief in that prognosis can accelerate the very illness they fear. Our thoughts are not just harmless things floating in our heads. They are chemical signals that translate into biology. This leads us to stress. In a state of stress, the body's priority is immediate survival, fight or flight. It releases hormones like cortisol that do two things: shut down long-term growth projects like digestion and, crucially, shut down the immune system. Why would it do this? To conserve energy. The body's logic is, why waste energy fighting bacteria if we might be eaten by a tiger in the next minute? The problem is, our modern tigers are traffic jams, stressful emails, and the 24-hour news cycle. We are constantly dripping these stress hormones, suppressing our immune function, and paving the way for illness. Rewriting the code, how to change the program. So, if we're running on outdated programs, how do we install new ones? Simply reading a book or thinking a positive thought engages the 5% conscious mind, but it can't overwrite the 95% subconscious program. To do that, we have to speak the subconscious mind's language. There are two primary ways to do this after age 7. Number 1, hypnosis, auto-hypnosis. Every night, as you begin to fall asleep, your brain naturally cycles back down into that receptive theta state. This is a golden opportunity for reprogramming. By putting on headphones and listening to a program of affirmations or desired outcomes, you can bypass the critical conscious mind and plant new seeds directly into the fertile soil of the subconscious. Number 2, repetition and practice. This is how the subconscious learns everything else after childhood, by creating habits. Think of learning to drive a car. At first, it took all of your conscious focus. But through repetition, it became an automatic subconscious program. We can do the same with new beliefs. This is the real science behind fake it till you make it. By repeatedly stating, I am worthy, or I am healthy, you are forging a new neural pathway in the brain. The first time is like trying to walk through a thick forest. But the more you walk that path, the clearer it becomes, until it is the new default, automatic trail. So, here is the starting point. Take a look at your life as if it were a printout of your subconscious programs. The areas where you thrive and have ease, you have supportive programs there. The areas where you consistently struggle, no matter how hard you try, that is where a limiting program is at odds with your conscious desires. Individuals are not doomed to repeat the past. They are not victims of their genes. They are powerful creators, equipped with the ability to rewrite their most fundamental beliefs and, in doing so, change their lives. Thanks for watching.